It's time for our regularly scheduled meeting of the Jessica Tarlov fan club. Jessica Tarlov, of course, being the lone sane voice on the Fox Propaganda Network's primetime lineup. She is the lone left-leaning voice, the lone dissident voice on The Five, in which she's outnumbered 4-1 by right-wing radicals. On the topic of President Biden's impeachment inquiry, she once again demonstrates her acuity, her agility, her mastery of the facts, and she shuts these people down in real time, and it's hilarious. But before we unpack all that, if you haven't yet, please hit that like, subscribe, and the alert bell. Maybe check out my Patreon. I'd appreciate the support. All right, folks, so we're going to start actually with a clip of Jessica Tarlov's Tucker Carlson Light co-host, Jesse Waters. We're not going to play the whole clip, but on the subject of President Biden's impeachment inquiry, Jesse Waters launches into what is at least a 2-minute screed of various conspiracy theories and debunked talking points that he's trying to offer as the basis for which Republicans have to launch this impeachment inquiry into the president. So I'm only playing this for context because Jessica Tarlov responds to it, and that's really what we want to get to. But brace yourselves for just a deluge of conspiracy theories and debunked talking points from Jesse Waters.
Okay, so Putin's billionaire buddy wires the Biden family $3.5 billion, and then they sit down for dinner with Joe Biden, and then Biden leaves her off the sanctions list twice. Right there, you could open an impeachment inquiry. Or how about when Joe Biden flies his son to China, he comes back with a bucket of cash and then gets on the, hey, guys, you better pay up the rest or my dad's going to get revenge on you. And what do you know? Joe Biden starts writing the communist Chinese guy's daughter's recommendations to get into Brown. And then they grease the regulatory process so the Chinese can buy an American car company. Oh, yeah, and then Hunter gets that diamond for about $75,000 that he lost. Because if Malia Obama got a diamond and then President Obama went soft on the country that gave it to him, I'm sure that would not be a big deal at all. And then who else do we have? We have Biden.
So it goes on for another minute or so, but you understand most of these have been debunked or addressed over the past several years. It was $3.5 million, not billion. That was debunked itself. There was no direct connection between that sum and Joe Biden. Hunter Biden is not a government official. He's not the one that we're looking to impeach or that Republicans should be looking to impeach. And Joe Biden is not morally or legally responsible for his son's actions. It's absolute hilarity all the way around. Hunter Biden's nepotism is not an impeachable offense for President Biden. Now, to get to the meat of the matter, Jessica Tarlov, again, like Optimus Prime in the second Transformers movie, I'll take you all on. And she's just going, they give her, surprisingly, an uninterrupted 2 minutes to rebut Jesse Waters. I'm shocked. I can't believe that they didn't, try to do what they usually do, which is to throw her off with interruptions, snide remarks, and laughs. But here it is, 2 minutes of Jessica Tarlov, peak Jessica Tarlov glory, and it is glorious indeed.
But as always, I am thoroughly entertained by Jesse's diatribe. And I learned some new things, but it's strange that members of the Republican Party who serve in Congress don't agree with him. So much so that they're on record saying things like this. David Joyce, Congressman, I'm not seeing the facts or evidence. Dusty Johnson, there's a constitutional and legal test that you have to meet with evidence, and I haven't seen it. Don Bacon, there should be a direct link to the president and some of the evidence. I think we need to have more concrete evidence to go down that path. And then Ken Buck, the time for impeachment is the time when there's evidence linking President Biden. And I don't think that evidence has been presented. Now, these are not people who are Democrats. They're not members of the lamestream media or whatever you want to call it. Those are Republican Congress people. Kevin McCarthy, I guess, has amnesia. He has short-term and long-term. Last Friday, he told Breitbart that there would be no impeachment inquiry without a vote. He also, in 2019, went after Nancy Pelosi, saying if she was going to have an impeachment inquiry without a vote, it would create a process completely devoid of any merit or legitimacy. Well, welcome to the circus, Kevin McCarthy. That's what you've done. Nancy Pelosi did have that vote on October 31st in 2019. McCarthy has made too many promises to too many lunatics. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I hear this, Politico's reporting this afternoon that Donald Trump was on the phone with Elise Stefanik, number 3 in the conference, the GOP conference chair, talking about impeachment. He continues to do Donald Trump's bidding. Now, I return to where I started. No one wants an impeachment inquiry. It's never fun. It's not going to help anything. But it is going to show that the GOP is a fiercely unserious party. They have to keep the government open. That should be the priority. You should, I don't know, have some plans to make life better for the American people. But no, you're going to spend the next several months, by the way, collecting evidence. You've been doing that for 9 months already. You just haven't come up with anything.
So there you go. I mean, I just absolutely destroys them. I mean, that's all of that is absolutely true. So Kevin McCarthy swore repeatedly that he would not declare an impeachment inquiry without a full vote, which is the standard he tried to impose on Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi obliged that standard, but Kevin McCarthy betrayed it, once again displaying his hypocrisy. They've had 9 months worth of investigation and come up short. And even members, again, of their own party, many members, say that the evidence isn't there, including Ken Buck, who I mischaracterized as a moderate, but he's actually a member of the Freedom Caucus, along with Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz, this far-right Trump-supporting Freedom Caucus. I mean, it's just an absolute clown show. Now, I do want to play a bonus clip here. It doesn't have anything to do with the impeachment inquiry, but it's another demonstration in real time from that same episode about Jessica Tarlov's brilliance, because they discuss the vaccine and vaccine efficacy of the COVID vaccine. And as she is describing it, Jeanine Pirro makes a noise, and I guess Jessica Tarlov has just had enough of it, and she shuts her down in real time. Again, brace yourselves for maximum Jessica Tarlov glory.
But the damage had already been done from that. And you need to find some safe middle ground where people know that the vaccine is safe for you, but you don't. Oh, well, what do you mean? You're fine. You're vaccinated. What do you? Oh, it's your turn.
So Jessica Tarlov just outed Jeanine Pirro, Judge Jeanine Pirro, one of the tinfoilist, hattest wearing, and just an absolute conspiracy buffoon, that somebody who constantly downplays or hints at the lack of efficacy in the vaccine, Jeanine Pirro, is vaccinated. And you see the look on her face where she has nothing to say in real time. You can tell she's furious, but that's hilarious. Great performance by Jessica Tarlov. She is one of the best. She is, I don't know whatever they're paying her, but she deserves the combined salary of whatever they're paying the other for. And I will also say in that last clip, she shut Jeanine Pirro down so hard that Greg Gutfeld, of all people, found it hilarious. So anyway, I'm sure we'll discuss more of Jessica Tarlov in the next few days, because I'm sure she's going to have plenty to say about the impeachment inquiry, as well as other political events.